Hi guys, so I haven't given you guys a hostel update ever since my first night here. So let's do that whilst I clean here because I've been writing exams and it's killing me. So I haven't been keeping my space neat, but let's do that. This is the state of my room, and I know I'm living in a pigsty, but apparently I've been told I was born in the year of the pig, so that might explain it. But before that, let's watch a KSS show so that we can clean because I do not like it when this place is quiet. If you've been following me for a while, you know that as a first year student, I was staying in the hall. But before the academic year even ended, I moved into a hostel. And honestly, I think it was one of the best decisions I made. First, let me tell you what I don't like. The environment is really peaceful, there are food vendors around, and everything I need is close by. But the downside is that it's a bit far from campus. If you have an 8 a.m. class, getting a trotro or a troxy in the morning can be stressful because everyone is trying to get one at the same time. The second thing is the water. I've noticed that on some mornings, the taps don't flow until around 9 a.m. It doesn't happen every day, but it's happened often enough that now I fetch water the night before just to be safe. Now, for the things I absolutely love, first of all, it's a new hostel, so everything still feels fresh and nice. Second, and this is probably my favorite part, my roommate. If you've watched my YouTube vlogs, you know I had roommate issues before, so when I moved there, I was really hoping that I get someone I could actually live with peacefully. Thankfully, she's amazing. She's a year ahead of me. She's funny, very friendly, and we get along really well. We always ask before using each other's things, which I really appreciate because I don't like people taking my stuff without telling me. We also share this cleaning, so everything feels fair. Another thing I love is that I finally have space to create content. If you've watched my older videos, you know I was practically shouting during my voiceovers because it was so noisy in the hall. Now I can have a quiet space where I can film, record voiceovers, and create content whenever I want. I genuinely think that's one of the reasons I've been so consistent across all my socials lately. And as an art student, having more space has made a huge difference. The hall was honestly too small. Painting and working on assignment there was stressful, and sometimes I'd even delay my work because there wasn't enough room. Now I have enough space to spread out my projects, paint comfortably, and even record the whole process. Overall, I'm really happy I made the move. And before anybody asks, no, I'm not telling the name of my hostel. I like my privacy. At first, I kept saying I'd move to a one-in-a-room hostel that's closer to campus, but now I don't think so anymore. I actually like a year. Maybe in the future I'll get a one-in-a-room, but I still want it to be in this same hostel. So that's my little hostel update. If you're also moving into a hostel soon, I hope you find somewhere that feels like home too. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow for more university life, arts, and lifestyle contents. Bye bye.